So all this was going towards an album to be called Americana. And then we got halfway through the album and had come up with this idea to work on a show, do some recording, and got together with various people, which really took me out of the picture for 4 years.
Right.
Really, as much as it was a good thing, it was a bad thing. It was a bad thing for the band. I mean, particularly pissed you off. It really affected you more than anything because we were really the two focal people in
right.
the band at that time.
Well, and we were pushing so hard towards
yeah.
getting the album done, and we'd actually recorded the Seasons Will Change video.
We'd actually recorded it, yeah.
Right, and released that at the beginning of 2012.
Yes. You know, at least 4 years of nothing.
Right.
But coming out the other side of that, when I got back in contact with you and saying, let's carry on and do this
finish what we started.
Asia FJP album, finish what we started.
I felt strongly about renaming the band because the Asia brand had changed so much. When we first started, the original '82 lineup had just gotten back together, and I think they had just released an album, and it was very clear that, okay, here's the original lineup, and then here's the last lineup of Asia, which was Guthrie Govan and Jay Shellen and John Payne, and I'm joining that, and now we're going to do our own thing. Well, it took us so long to finish the record, and meanwhile, the other band had made all of these records, and then they started going through the inevitable lineup changes. Steve Howard left the band first, and then, of course, John Wetton tragically passed away, and they ended up doing a tour with Billy Sherwood filling in for him, who's a good friend of ours. And it just became so muddied to me, and I thought, let's not throw another variation of Asia into this mix. It's already complicated enough for people to follow. This is an album of all original music. None of it, you know, you and I wrote all of it. None of it was left over from past projects. You know, people had asked about the Architects of Time thing that you started with Jeff in 2006 after Silent Nation. None of it comes from that. You and I wrote this as a new band. Let's rename it as a new band. Let's keep it clear.
I couldn't see that at first. You know, if you think of it from my point of view, I've been in the band since 1991. That's all I'd ever done.
Right.
From 91 onwards. I didn't really do any other projects. I might have sung on somebody else's thing for a little bit, but this was everything. And then, you know, I went through the split when the original band got back together, did GPS for a while, but then, you know, got the rights to carry on to use the name with the AF Asia featuring moniker at the end of it.
Right.
Other people saying, well, isn't it about time that you did something that was apart from that? And now I see it as the right decision.